Welcome, all you plus two comedy modifiers, back to Blueprints. We join back with my live stream already in progress.
Kennel. Unlock doors. Try digging. Just like this. I'm sorry, I'll come back and pet you. Yes. Needed that key. Needed that key. Needed to pet the good boy. You guys are great. I love that you guys are here. Drawing room. Yeah, drawing room for the rerolls. Drawing room for a litany of reasons. Okay, so I have a lot of good stuff going on. Gonna do this again. Have no idea what the answer to this is still. Because it dawns on me that like there was a big talk about the painting being over the fireplace. And I guess this is going to eventually go over the fireplace. But like right now it's just this dude. What's his deal? Maybe I should find out his birthday. Maybe I should find out my grandmother's birthday. Because I believe that's who was in the chair before him. My nose itches again. All right, let's see if I can make ends meet here. All right, I have a reroll. I know, but I would love it if these rooms connected. So I'm actually going to use my redraw. That's why it's here. Yeah, 100% observatory, because I still have gems, right? Yeah, we need the observatory. We want another star. Yeah, and we're going to do that immediately. Yay. That's the scary thing. We don't want that. Yay. Oops! Didn't mean to hit that. I mean, I guess technically, I'm going to go buy all the gems. Technically, I think Her Ladyship's Chambers is a dead end. So that's one good way to look at this. It's not a great way to look at it, but it is a good way to look at this. Another thing to consider is another dead end room is the study. That's why I'm buying all these gems. I'm going to bet on the idea that one of the dead ends I get while trying to draft will be the study. And if that is the case, I will then be able to use redraws to maybe get Her Ladyship's Chambers. But all I need is something that goes down. Please. I have a reroll. Something that goes down, please. I don't have a reason to do the freezer. I already have a lot of gems. I'm just going to do a dormitory. That's good. That's a really good thing. Granted, I have much less rooms to work with right now, because my plan was to draft all the way down and make a nice hallway here, but instead I'm going to draft out of the passageway and then hopefully get something that goes down. This is not good. This is not good at all. Create university. The quill. Okay. Bowling pin and oar, ping pong. A lot of sports in here. Racket, chess. Why so many games? You got chess. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Chess, tennis, bowling, ping pong, and rowing. There was like a sport that started with like a vowel. I'd be far more suspicious of this, but all right. I have the itchiest nose right now. When your nose itches, it's supposed to mean you're going to get into a fight, and I'm ready to fight this game. All right, something that goes down, please. I don't care what it is, just as long as it goes down. Something that goes down, please. I don't care what it is, just as long as it goes down. Something that goes down, please. I do not care what it is. I just need something that goes down. Fudge. Do I do the morning room for more rooms, or do I do the attic for more stuffs? I kind of think I could do the attic for more things, but like, I want more rooms, and I'm more worried about tomorrow because today's ruined. So let's just do that. Hey, there actually is a dig spot in here. I usually joke about how there isn't one. That's a big deal. Especially considering the vault is a dead end. This could still pay off. I'll take the vault, please. They're all dead ends, but you know what the locksmith has? Keys, and will get me another letter. I will do the locksmith. Hi. I don't have a lot of money left, but I will gladly pay for this and pay for this. Should I go for the secret garden key? I don't even think I should, because I don't think I even have enough. Not really, though. I only have like 3 spots I can use it. I have a reason to wander through the workshop. I'm actually going to take the long way around. It's going to burn a lot of steps, but whatever. Yay. Hey, it turns out I didn't need to buy all these keys. A silver key? I might need that. I'm going to need things with many doors. Alright, so we have to go this way, because that's a dead end now. What great things can I make now? Nothing. This is the dowsing rod, right? Yeah. I'd rather have a shovel. Shovel. Yeah, that's a jackhammer. Shovel metal detector. Shovel detector. Have I ever made a shovel detector? Okay. I might make a shovel detector because I don't know what that does. It's the electromagnet. Yeah, I don't want the electromagnet. Burning glass. Of course, I knew that. And this makes the sound. I don't feel like I've ever had a shovel detector, so I'm gonna do that. Assemble. Yay, new thing. Hey! Trophy of Invention for creating all 8 doohickeys in the workshop. So yeah, I've never done this. Alright, cool. So I did succeed in some way today. Shoveled an improved detector shovel. Increases the chance of finding money and keys. Much greater chance of finding money and keys when digging. Alright, cool. So I have all these keys. There's a chance that I'll go back to the underground and try to uncover some stuff. Let's lose $1 for no reason. I'm not going to put the key back in my coat closet. And maybe I will. We'll see. If I'm going to do it, I should do it now. No, I think I'm better off waiting till I get her ladyship's chambers and then trying to re-roll for it. I have so many keys. Let's go ahead and do this. Many doors? No, thank you. That's it. Vault. Let's go ahead and do the clock tower. Because I already have some tomorrow rooms, and like having keys is good. Part of me was like, just turn around, you don't need to be in here, but there's sometimes stuff up here. Another vault? How many vault keys are there? I literally thought, I was like, oh, I guess I'm done with the vault, but perhaps there's more to the vault that I was unaware of. I need this vault now. Vault has become the only thing that I care about. How much money do I have? All right, I have money for stopping at the kitchen if need be. Is it worth it to go to the kitchen? It's not that many extra steps to go to the kitchen and eat and then go back to the foyer, right? Or you can go to the gift shop, which makes just as much sense. I don't think I've ever done this. That was fun. Yeah, just for safety, I would like a couple bananas, please. That's probably enough. I'll probably have to come back this way if need be, so I'll buy more bananas if needed then. Alright, we can go this way now. Right, everything else is connected. I guess whatever. Do I want to use my special key? I might as well, right? Look at my map. Look at your map. Look at your map. I mean, having 2 ways to go from here is probably good. Let's use it or lose it, right? Let's go ahead and do the pool. Visit the swim trunks that I'll never open. Hi, swim trunks. All right. Vault. Oh, more keys. Great. Planetarium or... I don't need more keys, so I'm going to go with the planetarium. I don't think there's going to be anything hiding in here for me, but you never know. I also kind of want to take note, because I know the names of these planets are listed in the classroom, so there's a chance that like there's more to this than I know. And also, it's really hard to see, but it looks like right there, that looks like a door. See that? That looks like a door. I don't know, maybe I'll get a broken lever and I can run back and try. We'll see. Yay. Is it time for the stupid freezer? No, because the vault's too important. I have 2 vault keys. It's too important for me to try to do that. Let's try to do it. Classroom. Nice healthy apple. Somebody's lunch money. Mailroom, and we read all the things. How much time do I have? Am I almost out of time? I have like 10 minutes. So let's go in. Plus, this will help me tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a really good run. Why can't I get this? Thank you. Oh my God, look at all these letters. That's Dad, okay. Stamp collection. Someone, lead technician. There's much speculation about the. Okay, yeah. Best of luck for your spin. If you'd like, I'd continue. Okay, I've read this one already. Hey, Simon, it's Randolph again. In my last letter, I mentioned the terminal network, but it's completely slipped my mind to give you the network password so that you can log into it. Even if your off-site connection's disabled, you should still be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal, regardless of where it's located in the estate. If you'd like help, the network password is Swan Song. Happy hunting, Randolph. Already got that. Already knew that, Randolph. Nine up, 3 up. Oh, this is telling me how to do the experiment in the laboratory. Not sure if you pay too much to machine in the booth at the lab, but I figured I could save you some frustration if you've been fooling with it. This contraption is the central control for the power lines. It runs extremely in the house. In the past, it served as emergency power source. Yeah, if you want to use it, you'll need to first turn on the turbine in the boiler room, utilize the steam in the room. This isn't required, of course, and I can think of any reasons you'd have to use the boiler to reach room 46, but feel free to play around with it should you feel inclined with the experiment. In case it's useful to you, here's a rough diagram of the steam duct system. Due to ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we ended up building the duct system to be quite flexible. And if you look along the ceilings, you'll find many rooms that have fitted with steam ducts. As long as you align these rooms together, there's a power string. Power can be transferred from room to room if the boiler room and intended destinations are on the opposite sides of the house. Lab, pump room, garage, laundry room. All right, yep, I'm getting real disappointed. Wait, hold on. I don't know if I got that. Turtleback. That's important for one of the shrines. Hold on. Because the rays can mean turtleback in the crest puzzles. And where do I have all the information? Vera. I'm just going to write turtleback here. Because if I learn more about Vera, I might be able to do the crest without actually getting a diagram. That's good to know. Now I think about it, I think there's another one that's like a blimp. I happened to look at my notes and see the things about the rays recently, so Let's also do this. Maybe all the stamps tell us. That's interesting. Did I read that one? Sorry. Okay, here we go. Simon, let me know if you're writing too much. I've been too good at gauging where the line of inappropriate is for all of us to know. Maybe the help I'm offering you with these letters is unwarranted or not useful. Maybe you are perfectly fine without my help. It is a bit of a moral quandary for me, and I've written these, and I'm fairly certain that your uncle didn't want us to assist you on your quest. Still, if it's that important, I'd have to believe he'd have the foresight specifically instruct us not to interfere. Nothing ever deterred him from that level of supervision in the past. And working alongside him for the past decade, I think I'd like to imagine that we're friends and that I knew him well. In conclusion, I think that he would have found the level of help I have offered well within the acceptable range. I haven't spoken too much to him since his departure, his death. And I know you didn't know him that well. Haven't spoken too much about him. I haven't spoken too much about him. I haven't spoken to him much, which is my dyslexia ruining this. And I know you didn't know him that well, but as soon as you're ready, I'm going to have plenty of stories to tell. He was a fearless businessman and greatly respected for inventions. Of all the laboratories I work in, I can tell you Mount Holly was a gem. ... And I'm hoping that we can continue that work once you've taken up the reins. But I won't get ahead of myself. You still have to find the 46th room. I already did that. Dear Simon, after giving it some thought, I decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with the probate lawyer, and he assures me that there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that would preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I know. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Miss Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans at Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there. And I haven't heard of them being moved to another location, nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were removed or where they were moved to, save one, and I have which I was instructed to remove myself. Assuming it was not moved after I hid it, you should be able to find one in the observatory, that's the planetarium, within a lens compartment of the telescope therein. If there was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio, hopefully this will serve as the first illuminating step to find out why. That was frustrating. I was putting a lot of stock in getting goodness out of those letters, and I did not. All right, let's run back. I feel like all the letters were pretty much useless except for one, getting a stamp that I hadn't gotten before, and two, how much money do I have? There was one letter that didn't seem to have any clues in it. It just seemed to delay getting another good one that would tell you where the thing of the observatory was. So, to the foyer. I meant to stop at the kitchen and eat more bananas, but I forgot. So my choices are end the game or do the ballroom, and which then I won't be able to get to the vault anyway because I won't have enough gems. Or I could do the greenhouse and see if the watering can's there for the fire theory. I think that's worth doing. I'm also like nearly out of time. So I'm going to do the greenhouse. I'm going to hope that I find a watering can in it. That's broken. Gems. Got a rusty old nail. The dogs bark like they unlocked a door, but there's no doors in here. So what am I going to do? Got the watering can. Okay. So now we can try the experiment. I have so many gems. It's a shame that I don't. And I have so many keys that I should also probably run to the underground and do that. But let's just... Nope. That doesn't seem to be a thing I can do. I don't want to waste my watering can. I'm sorry. I don't need any freaking gems, and I'm trying to run to the den to see if that does anything. Running in the right direction? Yeah. I should have went and played the game. Ooh. Is that a crest that I never noticed? That I'm just seeing part of? I don't think so. No, putting out the fire is not a thing that happens. Okay. Well, damn. Let's quickly, very quickly, run underground, and we will hopefully find something interesting in one of those underground chests, and that Sorry, my phone made a strange noise, and I wanted to check on it, but everything is fine. All right, I have all these keys. Let's try to learn something today. I am going to pass out with the key in my hand. Like, I think that's just going to go without saying. And I'm also going to not make it to the planetarium. But, like, let's focus on the good. I got a bunch of letters. They may not have been helpful, but if there is a helpful letter, I'm now closer to getting it. I think I got a stamp for my stamp collection, which I think told me important information about one of the sigils. Other side. I didn't raise my allowance or anything today, but so be it, you know. Say lovey. Okay. I think anything with that symbol is not going to have a allowance token in it, so I'm going to ignore that for now. All right. Blue moon. The box containing allowance tokens is white. I don't think that's true. This box contains allowance. Okay, so what we learned is blue moon equals green true. That's important. Pink boxes, or I guess they're pink, marked by a sun, always contain blue memos. Okay. So these are not going to have anything good in them, but I'm going to open them anyway, because I have all these keys. A prize is in a box marked with a circle, which I don't think is true. So I'm going to say white squiggles equal lies. So I'm going to do the other one, and I think I'm going to get a green note that's also a lie. Random keys in a white box, which was a lie because it was in a black box. More than 2 boxes contained prizes. I guess 2 boxes. I guess I got all the things that I needed to. I'm going to keep opening stuff. I'll at least get a true statement out of this. All boxes with suns contain true members. Sun equals true. Okay, so I guess a green memo in a box with... I only have one more. I know I'm going to get information that is true out of that box. Or... what's going on here? Let's do this. A box containing allowance tokens is marked by a sun. So it told me not to open suns. But that's it. I've done all that I can do. I'm out of keys. How many boxes do I see that are left? I have this one. 1, 2. That's got a true statement in it. 3. There's a few that are like kind of hidden. Because I want to open all of them because I want to get as much information as possible. And then once they're open, I can flood this again and possibly drain the pool. Maybe go back to that area. But I think that's it. That's going to be it for today. Mildly successful day. I would call today a mild success. How many steps I got? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3. I think I can actually get there if I use the elevator. I think. I mean, I might as well try, right? Oh my God, do I try? Because if I can get to the planetarium, that's extra stars, and that's good. So, like, let's try to play the game as best as we can. Moving on up to the building. Deluxe mansion on the mountain. Moving on up. Yeah, because I can also come in here and eat a banana if needed. But 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. Can I spin this? I don't have enough to wager 20, but I can wager 5, and I'm not going to spend time gambling. I could still get allowance here. No, it wasn't allowance. It was just money, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. I'm going to call it a day, and then we're done. Do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition. I could put keys in... No, just stop. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Blueprints. If you're having a good time, be sure to subscribe right here to Plus 2 Comedy Game and catch up on all my past live streams. I'll see you all next time. Boop! Temporal Shopping Center.